This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
We're talking about MS today. This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst, and we are now live, going up on Ustream, and this will also be viewable on herbalhealthreview.com. We're talking about diet, and we have entered in prayer with the caller, and we're talking about multiple sclerosis, and we're talking about all of these things for the glory and for the victory of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And we're doing it, exercising our religious freedom to talk about diet. We're not prescribing or diagnosing. So I want to make that clear, and that's what we're doing here. We're going to be talking about various products, and I'm going to give you various numbers, stock numbers for those kinds of products. I have no financial interest in those products, and I have faith in the use of those products as I'm talking about these, led by the Holy Spirit. Then the information is correct and true, and you'll find that it actually works. So that's what we're doing here. My telephone number is 541-981-2520. That's 541-981-2520. My email is Truman, Truman, at healthherbs, healthherbs.com. Truman at healthherbs.com. So you've got the phone number, you've got the email, and now, as we're going up on the website here to betterhealthherbs.com, that's the website where we want to go, and I'm looking for there we go, herbal remedy. No, that's the herbal health review. Now we're going to go over here on this betterhealthherbs.com website, and while we're on this betterhealthherbs.com website, first thing we're going to put in there in the search engine, we would put in that 1078 and bring up the CAC liquid. The second number we would type into the search engine is number 4837, and that's going to bring up the special fiber. And that's how we're going to do that, and you'll be able to see the products and look right at them. So and it will explain each one. So now, after we're doing this cleansing and detoxifying and making sure that we're drinking at least 60, 70, 80 would be wonderful. 80 ounces of water per day, and if that water happened to be Kangen water or trusted mineral water or trusted distilled water, and if you're going to keep the distilled water, you might want to boil it just before you use it, because the distilled water, although absolutely pure and wonderful for your body, especially if you're taking all these vitamins and nutrients and minerals into your body, then that distilled water is cleaning a lot of things out because it's void. It has nothing in it, and it's really absorbing things. But as you're absorbing things that you don't want, and as you're drinking that water, and as you're taking in these nutrients then, with good water and hydration, are going to feed the tissues, because water really is the fountain of youth. Water, it really is. And you've got to get that water. So now we got the river of life flowing through us, and we're detoxifying, and we're flushing all these things out and getting absorbed with that fiber, and we're taking in nutrients now, and the top nutrient to take in is Intramax. So we're going to type in Intramax, I-N-T-R-A, Intramax. That's I-N-T-R-A-M-A-X. We click on that, and we click on the search engine at betterhealthherbs.com. And now that we're there, we're going to click on Intramax and find out what it is. Okay, Intramax happens to be an all-in-one liquid nutritional supplement containing over 415 ingredients. With just 1 ounce a day, Intramax delivers over 80 vitamin sources, 33 super greens, 154 antioxidants, 62 fruits and vegetables, and more. And these essential ingredients create the perfect blend to help build and maintain overall health. And Intramax is the premium choice for patients wishing to achieve optimal health and wellness, and is a doctor-recommended product only. So when you need to get the Intramax, you'll have to call the phone number 541-791-8400 extension 0. It's listed right there on the website. That's the Health Herbs. That's the Better Health Herbs website. Health Herbs has all these products that are products that I invented over the last 52 years. Or if I didn't invent the product, then I brought the product in because it's the best that you could possibly get. And in this case, we brought in Intramax. Now, we're going to go to the next product. So while you're taking this Intramax and you're taking a half of a capful, holding it in your mouth in the morning, then you go over and you get your fulvic acid, F-U-L-V-I-C, and fulvic acid comes up as I drink some water. Now, the fulvic acid, when you're using the fulvic acid, you say, what's fulvic acid? Well, that's forests, ancient forests that have been compacted down with land masses over the top until it's pressed this forest down into shale. Then they take the shale and they powder it and they put it in and we use structured water, also known as Kangen water, and that's how we put it in Kangen water and the fulvic acid. Now you have something that if you fed it to a human or a plant, you're going to get more blossoms out of the plant than you've ever gotten before. And the human, when taking this, is going to get all these ancient minerals and nutrients that only existed a long time ago. And they're going to blossom as well. So that's why we're using fulvic acid. And we're using it at the same time with the Intramax. We're holding it in our mouth for about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to get is something called colostrum. I'm really getting up to speed here, finally. Okay, now colostrum. C-O-L-O-S-T-R-U-M. Colostrum. All right, let me click enter. So what's colostrum? Well, there, colostrum comes up, bam, and it's number 2158. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't tell you what the number of the fulvic acid is. It is number 4730. 4730. So now I'm going back. Where are these? Oop, is that right? No, that's not it. Okay. Oh, yep, it is. Okay. Yes, now I'm back at, no, that's Intramax, went the wrong way. Okay, I'm going the other way. Fulvic acid. So what is, here we go. Fulvic acid. So I'm giving you the number of the fulvic acid. That's number 4730. So you're holding the Intramax and the fulvic acid in your mouth, and you're going over now, and you're getting some colostrum. And so when you're getting the colostrum, okay, it's a capsule, and the colostrum, there we go, is number 2158. Now what it does, that's concentrated immune system builder, a protective antibody and antibodies, and digestive, it's for digestive disorders and tissue healing and repair of cartilage and muscle. And each capsule supplies 500 milligrams of certified organic powdered bovine colostrum and nothing else. And so what this does, see, now we're taking, and with a big glass of water, mineral water would be okay if you know the source and you're sure it's pure, clean mineral water. Otherwise, distilled water that you probably boiled so that you make sure that it hasn't had a chance to grow anything, because distilled water is a magnet for everything in the air and so forth. So you want to keep it covered until you use it, and then when you use it, you boil it, and then you are drinking absolutely clean and pure water. But as long as you're taking in all these nutrients, you're reestablishing all the correct minerals, vitamins, nutrients, as this really helps the cleansing and the detoxification. Now, colostrum. What is it? Colostrum is a very concentrated immune system builder. It is a mammary secretion produced just prior to birth, and it's released into the mother's milk right after birth. So that's the first thing that baby gets is the colostrum, all of the immune factors. Then in comes mother's milk that has acidophilus and all the other goodies. The exact nutrients that baby needs, because that's the mother, and the mother has the perfect formulation for that baby in most cases. And if not, then we use other nutrients to feed that newborn. But anyway, this colostrum, it contains protective antibodies and many nutrients for the newborn babies, and colostrum helps to protect from infection, and it helps for the digestive system and the stomach to mature, and it signals the brain centers that that function with digestion. And colostrum's indications include bacterial for bacterial gastroenteritis and with diarrhea, and if there's cryptosporidal diarrhea, and it's used in HIV positive people, and it's used when there's food intolerance with immune dysregulation syndromes, you know, the hypoimmunoglobulininemia, and also idiopathic digestive disorders, and tissue healing and repair of cartilage and muscle. And according to the manufacturer of our particular bovine colostrum, it is the pre-milk fluid produced by mammary glands during the first 24 to 48 hours after birth. It is rich in immunoglobulins, which provide essential growth and immune factors that may aid in overall health, and that's why we're using this stuff. We're taking a capsule of that. Now, here's the next thing that we're going to take right along with it, because fighter pilots, when they need to fly another mission and they're already worn out and stressed out and flew too many missions, they give a fighter pilot something called pregnenolone. So now here we are finally back where the caller and I started when we decided to share this information, because we're led by the Holy Spirit for the glory and for the victory of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in the name of Jesus Christ, to share this information on Ustream and with other people. And gracious of this caller to do this. So thank you, caller. Okay. Okay. Now, and this caller, by the way, I did agree that it was okay that we record this and help other people. So I wanted to make that clear that we asked her permission, and she said was okay. We don't just do this without asking her permission. Okay, so now here we are at pregnenolone. Pregnenolone is Pregnenolone. But when you type in PREG, the rest of it won't come up. Pregnenolone. This is what they give a fighter pilot. Whoops. What happened? Oops. Are you okay? Caller, are you all right? We got a lot of static coming back through the phone there. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, we finally got pregnenolone, and we clicked on it, and it didn't come up, so I'm going to have to do it again. P-R-E. Oh, here we go. It finally came up. All right, I'm cruising down here. I'm going to find pregnenolone and I'm going to give you the number. We can do this. Come on, pregnenolone. Where is it? Oh, it must be at the bottom. It's giving me everything in the whole book. I'm gonna go back and type it in again and find it because it should just come up. Pregnant. How about pregnant? Oh no. Let's try that. Now that I spelled it correctly, it came up. So pregnenolone, Pregnenolone. Okay? 50 milligrams each capsule. You start by taking 50 milligrams a day of, and what it is, pregnenolone, 100% pharmaceutical grade, in a hypoallergenic rice starch base. No acetates are used in the manufacturing. It's micronized for maximum absorption, and this enables pilots to be able to fly more missions, and because it removes the stress. And what this does, and how it does it, is that this pregnenolone, you start with 50 milligrams, and maybe after 3 or 4 weeks, then you can take 100 milligrams. And this improves, it's a precursor to DHEA, and it improves the resistance to stress and adrenal exhaustion. So you can endure more stress, and your adrenals don't get exhausted, and you're not as fatigued, and you have balanced moods. That's how this works. It also enhances memory and improves nerve impulse transmission. It helps improve spinal cord injuries. And according to the manufacturer, pregnenolone promotes a woman's natural defense against estrogen sensitivity. It's an exciting breakthrough in anti-aging. Pregnenolone. It's a hormone. Pregnenolone is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands. And unlike DHEA, which converts to estrogen and testosterone, pregnenolone is converted directly to progesterone and can be an excellent choice for estrogen-sensitive women or testosterone-sensitive men. And pregnenolone has been used for PMS, menopausal problems, estrogen sensitivities, ovarian cysts, arthritis, and fatigue. So that's why that's one of the next thing we're putting in our mouth while we're drinking down this big glass of water and trying to get 60 to 80 ounces of water per day, not 60 or 80 glasses. No, about 6 or 8 glasses of water a day to rehydrate the body, because we are working with multiple sclerosis here, and detoxification, especially heavy metal detox. And we're, besides taking these things, we are also using a heavy metal detox formulation. And if you type that in, so we're holding these things in our mouth right now for 2 or 3 minutes. The Intramax, we've taken the fulvic acid, and at this point now we are now swallowing those down because it's been 2 or 3 minutes, and we're swallowing all of that down with a capsule of colostrum and 1 capsule of the pregnenolone. And now we are looking later to take our heavy metal detox herbal formulation, and we'll get that into the diet later with a cup of herbal tea. And that's number 1228, but we're going to tell you about that later. So we're setting the stage here for building a healthy, happy digestive tract. So what is the next thing we need to put in our mouth? Well, we need some acidophilus. Now, it used to be number 8413. Let's see if it comes up. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Yes, I can't find it. Okay, it needs to be changed. But this is the thing. All of these numbers have been changed. All the names have been changed, so that hopefully the government will leave us alone and stop persecuting us and trying to prosecute us for helping people, because that's what they're doing, and that's why we ask for donations to keep going. So, so it's not showing me that under the number. In the future, it will. When you type in the old number, it'll give it to you. But in this case, we're going to have to type in the old name, which is acidophilus. Nope, I'm going to go back up here. A-C-I-D, acidophilus. A-C-I-D-O-P-H-I-L-U-S. Let's see if that works. Acidophilus. Bingo! It came up, non-dairy acidophilus. Now, non-dairy acidophilus is now number 2030. Okay, 2030. Number 2030. So if you just typed in 2030, you could have found it. You wouldn't have had to spell it. So now, what we're doing now is we're taking, I take the powder because it's less expensive. And so the powder, it's non-dairy acidophilus powder, vitamin C, apple pectin, rice bran, carrot. It's free of preservatives, color additives, and gluten fillers, and that's my favorite. It has no taste. So I take a spoon of that, and I've got that, not a big spoon, okay, maybe a half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon is a good amount of that. Now that's re-inoculating this with all the friendly, normal, healthy bacteria that belongs in the colon, so all of a sudden the digestive tract, whoop, oh, something happened here. I heard something in the background. Are you still with us, caller?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Okay. So so now we're explaining why we're using the acidophilus, and this particular acidophilus, it's because a healthy colon contains about 85% lactobacillus and 15% coliform bacteria. And it is the friendly bacteria flora found in yogurt and is essential to the digestive system. And when these bacteria are not in balance, then the person may experience bloating, flatulence, constipation, and malabsorption of nutrients, all of which lead to candida albicans and yeast infections and so forth. Acidophilus is taken as a dietary supplement, and it may help to detoxify and to rebuild a balanced intestinal flora. It is used to defend against candida. Acidophilus aids the digestion and helps to replace the friendly intestinal flora. And by the way, they have discovered a new organ that was the largest organ in their body, and they didn't recognize it. It was a mass. The new organ was discovered about a month ago, and it's a mass of acidophilus, but it's an actual organ, and they just thought it was a mass of acidophilus, and they found out this mass of acidophilus was an actual organ in the body, and they didn't recognize it as that. So that's a new discovery. But anyway, so now we're really on our way. We've got the friendly bacteria going, and we take these things for the rest of our life. This kind of stuff. This will just continue to enrich your diet to a point where you have this awesome diet. Now that we're this far, and we're drinking this water and so forth, and finally we're done doing that. I mean, now we're done. We've got probably one or two glasses of water that we be able to get down, and so now we're getting ready to have some amino acids. Why? Because the amino acids, that's where the liver is breaking down proteins and doing healing tissue, because that's the next thing the body wants, is more healing tissue. So it needs protein. So that's why we take some amino 1500, multiple amino acids, about 3 of those. Okay. So now we're getting a blast of amino acids and giving the body a break, and so you're not working the liver. The liver doesn't have to break this down now. Now the liver says, wow, I'm getting pure amino acids. I'm going to do some super rebuilding and tissue rebuilding with these amino acids, that after my liver was tired from breaking these things down because the diet hasn't been perfect, and so the liver's letting you know that, after a while it doesn't, it's not happy and it's not functioning up to speed as you age, until it's not functioning at all and you're gone. Now we have these amino acids. So okay. So now let's type in amino acid. AMINO. It says multi-amino. Let's do that and click on that. Didn't bring up anything. So when you do, it's going to bring up the amino 15. Let's try amino 1500. See if it'll bring that up. Okay. See, this search engine is under construction at the moment. So I'm going to just go amino.
Amino 1500.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I have it.
Wow, I found it too. There it is, amino 1500, number 2042. So there it is, it tells you all about it, and all the nutrients in it. And so that's why we're taking this. We're going to take 3 of those. Okay. Wow. So this is really scientifically formulated and balanced for bodybuilders, power lifters, and professional athletes. So this formula contains a balanced blend of free-form and peptide bond amino acids. Great. The liver thanks you, and the body tissue repair thanks you. So now, what's the next thing we're going to do? Well, almost got these down. Let's add about 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. and this one was particularly loaded with all kinds of bioflavonoids. Very important. So now, well, I bet that's a different number. Let's see what vitamin C is. Okay. Vitamin, vitamin C. See what comes up here now. Good multiple. Well, vitamin C is, okay, let's try, where is it? Vitamin D, lecithin. A lot of stuff there, but no vitamin C. Yeah, A, no. Well, B, incredible. Well, I couldn't find it. Okay, therefore, let's type in esterfied. E-S-T-E-R, ester, F-I-E-D, esterfied vitamin C, esterfied C. See what comes up. See, this is what you have to go through when your government won't let you help other people, and you have to keep running from them. You have to change the names and the numbers and take away all the information so that people can't find it or use it. And that's what the government wants, so that they could serve their masters, the pharmaceutical industry, so that they continue to keep you sick and take your money. Uh-oh, good C. Oh, good C. Let's take a look at good C. I found it. Okay, here we go. Number 2277. Okay, number 2277. That will be a and a couple of those, because each one is a vegetarian capsule, and each one has 500 milligrams of vitamin C from calcium polyabsorbate, which is a good source. And there is also a little calcium in there, calcium from calcium poly 57 absorbate, about 5 milligrams in that. So, it's about 57 milligrams of that, 57. And then the citrus, here's the important part. See, the citrus bioflavonoid complex and the hesperidin and the rutin, all of these things, this is a real high quality of vitamin C. And what happens? Well, the health benefits of vitamin C have been known so long that sometimes this powerhouse of antioxidant vitamin falls off the radar and people just forget about it. Yeah, well, don't. I'm taking it here today. There's a couple of them, and they're just about gone. Now they are. So, and you focus. So, the focus on the qualities that make vitamin C special include its ability to protect cell health. Now we have healthier cells because they want this vitamin C. And the citrus bioflavonoids act synergistically with the vitamin C to support healthy cellular function. In particular, the rutin delays or prevents the oxidative stress on the cell. So that's why some C in there. And put that one away. What do we got over here? The next thing I take to protect my heart is acetyl L-carnitine. Acetyl L-carnitine. So take a couple of those. And acetyl is spelled. Ooh, there it is, right there. It came up when I typed in A. Wow, acetyl L-carnitine. That's how it's spelled right there. And 0. Okay, it's not coming up. And I'm not sure where I can find it. So let's take a look over here on. So you're going to have to ask for it, okay? Just tell me you want it. Because that's a wonderful heart amino acid. Keep your heart strong. Okay, now the next amino acid, I don't know if any of these amino acids are going to come up, is L-cysteine. L-cysteine. Okay? And let's just see if this kind of, if I can, no. Incredible. Okay. And let's see if we can take this L-cysteine number 8969. Let's see if 8969 comes up. 8969. You see, the website's a mess, you know, that I have to do this, because that won't even come up. And that's what they're trying to do. All of these links will work. Okay, they're not working right now, but they will work. But anyway, L-cysteine is L-cysteine. Okay, what does this do? It's a great detoxifier, and it has one other really wonderful thing. It causes 100% more hair growth. Yeah, 100% more hair with this. Did I take any of that? I don't think so. And these babies are big to me. They are pretty big. Okay, so I'm taking that off. This is my next one. I'm going to bite that one in half. It's too big. And I'm going to bite the other one in half too. Now that I got all these amino acids going here, and it doesn't, and then I'm taking some glucosamine and chondroitin for bone health and against aches and pains, you know, as you bone and muscle tissue and arthritis and so forth. That's what these are for. Glucosamine. Glucosamine is Glucosamine / chondroitin, CHONDROITIN. So that's what we're taking there, and this is all for the strains and pains of arthritis and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to take a couple of those too, and they're big too. The good news is this gets better. And it's a discipline, isn't it? Just to break the myth that, you know, you do this because you like to do it. You do it because it's a discipline and you know how good you feel and you know what each one is doing. And if you want results, you do the discipline. And the more you do, the better it gets. Now I'm looking at something here called 5-HTP that also probably won't come up. And
Dr. Trivet,
Yes.
I've heard about the glucosamine and chondroitin.
Oh, you did? What number is that?
It's 8658.
8658. Okay. I typed it in, and bingo. Thank you so much. That's what I need, is more help. And so it's number 8658. And why am I taking it? It says I'm taking this glucosamine sulfate because it is the sugar of an amino acid. And the Japanese have done research on this glucosamine, and done for 15 years. And they've had excellent results with osteoarthritis. Glucosamine functions to rebuild the ligaments and the tendons and the cartilage and the damaged joints. Somebody slammed in the back of my car, totaled both cars. I mean, they really hit me hard back in 2008. I'm still trying to get over that. Aches and pains from that wreck. When something like that can really knock you for a loop. So, but anyway, the glucosamine functions to rebuild substances necessary for joint repair. And when given orally, it is selectively taken up by the joint tissues to exert a powerful therapeutic effect in osteoarthritis. So glucosamine is not a band-aid approach, as it works directly on the cause of the problem. It does so much more than alleviate the symptoms. It actually helps the body to repair damaged joints. And the chondroitin protects joints and helps reduce pain and inflammation. And these two supplements work together synergistically. And according to the manufacturer, glucosamine and chondroitin are naturally occurring structural components that are used by the body to support healthy joint function. So that's why. I feel better already. Now, you know what I'm taking next to help keep me in a good mood and so forth? This is 5-HTP. And 5-HTP, well, that's 5-hydroxytryptophan. Tryptophan is another amino acid, and it's from an herb, Graphonia simplifolia, seed, and let's pull up 5-HTP if we can. It's not going to give me a number here. So 5-HTP. Let's see if we can find that. Whew. Those amino acids are really making me feel better. 5. I'm getting a lot of energy from this. 5-HTP. 5-HTP. Look for it. Can you find it? No, it can't. But anyway, that's 5-HTP, and it's a special, it's a mood enhancer, makes you feel great, gives you a little extra tryptophan, and I didn't take any of those. Okay, let's see what we got here. I love these small capsules. A lot easier. You know, I'm running out of water now. Okay, so no 5-HTP. So we're going to not worry about that one. We just know that that's for L-tryptophan, and when you look that up, you're going to find it's a mood enhancer and so forth. So, L-taurine. L-taurine, let's see if it comes up at number 8976. See, they have 8976. Oop, I typed it in, but it didn't go. It did not go in the right spot. Go back over here. 8976. Let's see if that works. No, it can't find it. But it's L-taurine, and L-taurine. Okay, let's let's see what L-taurine is. Taurine. L-taurine is found in high concentrations in the tissues of the... Interesting how I keep getting this feedback. I'm going to check our feed on Ustream, make sure we're still cruising. We are, and we got 2 viewers that are dropped in here to view us while we're live on Ustream. I am Truman the Master Herbalist, or Truman the Herbalist, that's what I am. Truman the Herbalist on Ustream. So, and we're live right now. And we're talking about taurine and the fact that it's found in high concentrations in the tissues of the heart and skeletal muscle and central nervous system. And it's used to treat some forms of epilepsy by controlling seizures. Well, I'm just feeding the heart, skeletal muscle, central nervous system. Sounds like a good idea. So I've added the L-taurine into the mix here. And these are a couple of small capsules. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, so L-taurine. Let's take a couple of those. All right. And I don't know what the number is. L-taurine. It's, can we read that? Let's get it right up there. L-taurine. Okay, that's what we're taking now. Oh, and I'm running out of water. Uh-oh, that's bad. Water, Kangen water. That's a whole other story. We'll get into Kangen water. K-A-N-G-E-N. Type it in on the internet, you'll find all about it. But if you want to get it, Kangen, K-A-N-G-E-N, water. And where do you go to find that? I think it's Crystal Clear is where you want to go to find out more about. Let's go up here, find another tab. I'm gonna find another. I'm gonna go on another tab here, and I'm gonna type in Crystal Clear. C-R. Yes.
I have the code for L-taurine.
You do? You're cool.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
All right. Okay. Whoops. I'm going over here. Where's my? I'm going back to. Ooh, there's a search for a newsletter. No. Okay. L-taurine is. What is the number?
2386.
2386. Okay. All right. L-taurine. It does come up. What does it say about it, too, if it says any of the things I said there? Each capsule supplies L-taurine, 500 milligrams. L-taurine is an amino acid, free of preservatives, sugar, salt, starch, yeast, corn, wheat, and soy. Number 2386, 100 capsules, 500 milligrams, costs $8.99. Okay, so not overpriced. That's nice to know. This website is owned, and all of the products and everything are made by my family, my daughter, who has blessed me with 8 grandchildren, and those 8 grandchildren have blessed me with 11 great-grandchildren. So that's who's making all this stuff and putting it together is my daughter, and all and none of the grandchildren are making helping, but the great-grandchildren, excuse me, none of the great-grandchildren, but the grandchildren and the mom, my daughter, that's who's making all this stuff and putting it all together. So that's who they are. But I have no financial interest in that. I can't, because it's they won't let me. That's why they said you can't do that as a Christian ministry, and because I used to own it. Now I don't own it. It's gone. According to the manufacturer, taurine is a free-form amino acid that participates in a variety of metabolic processes. Taurine is a neurotransmitter. I mean, it's for the nerves. So that's why it's so perfect for MS. is because norine is a neurotransmitter and a neuromodulator and is involved in glucose uptake. And it's found in meat, and fish, and milk, and eggs. But it's not found in vegetable proteins. So, that's why we took some L-taurine, but I ran out of water. Okay, now I'm going to run and dash to the kitchen. And so stay with us, that we have about a 2-minute pause while I get some more water. Is that okay, caller?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, you're such a helper. I really appreciate you, and I'll be right back with some more water. Oh my goodness, I actually got up out of that chair and I can walk. I think I did that in about a minute. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, now I have more water, and that's cool. And Kangen water. Let's see. What did I say about Kangen water? I think we're going to go on a different website on a new tab and see if we can find crystal clear, C-L-E-A-R, crystal clear. No. C-R-Y-S-T-A-L, crystal, C-L-E-A-R. Let's see if we can find it. Nope, it's not going to find it. Is it crystal clear media, crystal clear water? No. That's... you're going to have to call the office if you want to find out more about Kangen water and ask them what the website is for Kangen water. And my daughter Crystal, who has the Kangen water. So you can always ask them there at the betterhealthherbs.com about Kangen water, and they'll answer all your questions. Make sure you get the information, because this is the best water you can drink. Now, let's go back here to where, because we were on a detox and we're taking all these amino acids and strengthen our body. But now we need to add some extra B6. So I'm taking 100 milligrams of vitamin B6, a little tablet. Okay, not very big. Because that helps, the B6 helps with balancing and uptake of amino acids. Now we get to feeding the brain here with L-glutamine. L-glutamine. Let's type in L-glutamine. I don't know if we can find that one. You found the L-taurine. That was amazing. L-G-L-U-T-A-M-I-N-E. And where we are, if you've just joined us, is we're up on a website called betterhealthherbs.com. betterhealthherbs.com. And you see this website, they have these products, but they can't tell you what they're good for, because of a hostile government that won't let you have this information. And we're preaching about it here because I'm an evangelical Christian minister, ordained, and also an ordained bishop of evangelical Christian ministry. So that's why we're preaching about this, is because the government won't let us talk about it. So maybe they'll let us preach the gospel of the good news and all about diet and explain what science knows about it to the best of our knowledge to members of the church, and for the glory of God and victory to Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. That's what we're doing here. We're not diagnosing or prescribing, by the way. So so let's go see if we can find L-glutamine. And
Doctor, I have the code.
you do?
Yes.
Cool. All right. What's the number?
It's 2347.
6, 2, 3. What?
It's 2347.
Ah, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 7 is L-glutamine. Okay? All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. L-glutamine, and that's its number, 2347, and they can't tell you one single thing about it, except how to take a supplement, take 2 capsules 1 to 3 times daily. Let's go somewhere and ask what, and they give a disclaimer for that information because they're so, they're trying to comply with being overregulated by our government. So even with telling you nothing about it, they still have a disclaimer that this information is presented herein by Health Herbs, and it's not, it's intended for educational purposes. And this something keeps popping in and out. That's weird. Let's see why it's doing that. We're still live here. Okay, that's good. That's the good news. Then we've got 2 viewers, and we're on a website, betterhealthherbs.com, and we're explaining what the government won't let you say if you're a manufacturer. But if you're a church, you should be able to preach it, and for the glory of God. We'll see if they stop people from doing that. So anyway, L-glutamine. Let's go find out what L-glutamine is. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to highlight it. Bam. L-glutamine. Bam. I got it. Look, that's not what I want. Okay, so I have to go down and go back and search it again. Click on it again and highlight. Okay, I'm just going to go. I'm going to find a new tab here, and I'm going to click. I'm going to type in the search engine here, and I think Google is. I think currently taking people's information and so forth is what they say. So I'm not going to go on Google. I'm going to go on Yahoo, and I'm going to type in L-glutamine and find out L-G-L-U-T-I-M-I-N-E. And this is what you do. If you don't see, then we want L-glutamine info, and that's what we want, and there it is. Especially I like to go find a reliable source of information regarding L-glutamine. I'm flipping through here. Wikipedia. I think I'll go there because that's a good source. So here we are explaining. Now that's a great source. So glutamine is one of the 20 amino acids encoded by the standard genetic code. It is not recognized as an essential amino acid, but may become conditionally essential in certain situations. L-glutamine, including intensive athletic training or certain gastrointestinal disorders. That's when you would be, that's what it's doing, and you need L-glutamine, and its side chain is an amide formed by replacing the side chain hydroxyl of glutamic acid with an amine functional group, making it the amide of glutamic acid. In human blood, the glutamine is the most abundant free amino acid in concentration of about 500 to 900. And so its functions, what does it do? It plays a role in a variety of biochemical functions, including protein synthesis. It's going to break down and it's going to synthesize proteins, and it'll the protein synthesis into as many other of the 20 proteinogenic amino acids, and the regulation of the acid-base balance in the kidney by producing ammonium. So it's going to help the kidneys. And the cellular energy, it's loaded with cellular energy as a source next to glucose. It's going to give the body more energy. And the nitrogen donation of glutamic L-glutamine, it has a nitrogen donation for many anabolic processes, including the synthesis of purines, and carbon donation as a source refilling the citric acid cycle, and non-toxic transporter of ammonia in the blood circulation. So let's see what it does. Examples of the usage. In catabolic states of injury and illness, glutamine becomes conditionally essential. Then you need it, requiring an intake from food supplements or as a tablet. And glutamine has been studied extensively over the past 10 or 15 years and has been shown to be useful in treatment of injuries and trauma and burns and treatment-related side effects of cancer, as well as in wound healing for post-operative patients. And glutamine, also marketed as a supplement used for muscle growth in weightlifting and bodybuilding for endurance and other sports. And the evidence indicates glutamine, when orally loaded, may increase plasma HGH levels by stimulating the anterior pituitary gland. And in biological research, L-glutamine is commonly added to the media in cell culture. However, the high level of glutamine in the culture media may inhibit other amino acid transport activities. And so aiding in recovery after surgery, glutamine is also known to have various effects in reducing healing time and after operations. Hospitals' stay times after abdominal surgery can be reduced by promoting parenteral nutrition regimens containing high amounts of L-glutamine. So L-glutamine wait a minute, I lost my place. Okay, oh, there we are. We're containing high amounts of glutamine to patients is going to help with the parenteral nutrition. And the clinical trials have revealed that patients on supplemental regimens containing glutamine have improved nitrogen balance, generation of cysteine leukotrienes from polymorphonuclear neutrophil and granulocytes, and improved lymphocyte recovery and intestinal permeability in post-operative patients in comparison to those that had no glutamine within their dietary regimen. And all of that was done, no side effects. Okay, zero side effects. So that's why L-glutamine. That's why I just took some L-glutamine. Now, what else? L-glutathione. Now this glutathione and the vitamin C, now you can uptake it. See, the vitamin C helps with the glutamine and the glutathione, so you can uptake it. So anyway, that's what L-glutamine is. You know, it aids in gastrointestinal function. Glutamine-enriched diets have been linked with the maintenance of the gut barrier function and cell differentiation, suggesting that glutamine may help to protect the lining of the gastrointestinal tract or mucosa. It's going to help it's going to help to protect the mucosa. And people who have inflammatory bowel disease and ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease may not have enough glutamine. But 2 clinical trials found taking glutamine supplements did not improve the symptoms of Crohn's disease, because there's other factors that needed to be done and they didn't know. That's why. And the dietary sources of L-glutamine include beef, chicken, fish, eggs, milk, dairy products. Am I advocating that you're supposed to be eating beef? No. But that's where you can get the L-glutamine. Better sources would be chicken, fish, eggs. Milk would not be a good source, but you can get glutamine from it if you can break it down and digest it. If you got a great digestive enzyme complex capsules like the ones I take, then you'll break down and digest anything. Now, you can also get glutamine from wheat, cabbage, beets, beans, spinach, and parsley. And small amounts of free glutamine are also found in vegetable juices. So, cool. That's it off of Wikipedia. So that's all we're doing here is teaching about natural remedies. And L-glutathione is our next one. Let's take a look at L-glutathione, and let's see if I can search L-gluta, not gluta, T-H-I-O-N-E. Now, L-glutathione. Bam. Okay, go. Okay, now we've got L-glutathione. Okay, L-glutathione, that's G-L-U-T-A-T-H-I-O-N-E, and L-glutathione, if I'm not covering something up, there you go, I hope you can see that. Let's talk about what it is. It's a tripeptide with gamma peptide linkage between amine, glutathione, and disulfide, and also called L-glutathione. And let's take a look at information about it. Well, it's getting too technical. I want just a more general breakdown. Okay, I want a more general breakdown. Let's see if we can go there. Here we are. Glutathione. Okay, the function is it's a tripeptide with a gamma peptide linkage between the amine group of cysteine, which is for hair growth, and other things, which is attached by normal peptide linkage to glycine. So this is linking things together. Okay, it's a linkage. And the carboxyl group and the glutamate side chain, it is an antioxidant preventing damage to important cellular components. It's stopping damage. It's a damage control. And it's caused by reactive oxygen. These components are getting cellular damage caused by reactive oxygen, species such as free radicals and peroxides. And the thiol groups are reducing agents existing at a concentration of approximately 5 mm in animal cells. And glutathione reduces disulfide bonds formed with cytoplasmic proteins to cysteines by serving as an electron donor. In the process, glutathione is converted to its oxidized form, glutathione disulfide. And so let's find out what all that means and what all it does. Once oxidized, the glutathione can be reduced back by glutathione reductase using NADPH as an electron donor. The ratio of reduced glutathione to oxidized glutathione within cells is often used to measure as a measure of cellular toxicity. So then you'll know how toxic it is. So anyway, so we're gonna get into the function and what it does. There's just so many things it does here. This stuff is incredible. Glutathione exists in reduced GSH and oxidized GSSG states. In the reduced state, the thiol group of cysteine is able to donate a reducing equivalent to other unstable molecules such as reactive oxygen species in donating them an electron. But again, that's all too technical. Let's see what that it's doing, what is happening. Okay, so the rising levels through the direct supplementation of glutathione is difficult. Research suggests, as you can see, research suggests that the glutathione taken orally is not well absorbed across the gastrointestinal tract. In a study of acute oral administration in a very large dose, 3 grams of oral glutathione, which she and co-workers found it is not possible to increase circulating glutathione in a clinically beneficial extent by the oral administration of a single dose of glutathione. However, it is possible to increase to maintain the appropriate glutathione levels by increasing the daily consumption of cysteine-rich foods or supplements, and we're taking L-cysteine with it. Okay? So all of that means, let's break it down to cancer. Cancer, preliminary results indicate glutathione changes the level of reactive oxygen species in isolated cells grown in a laboratory, which may reduce cancer development. None of these tests were performed in humans. That's getting too close to the truth. However, once a cancer is already developed, by conferring resistance to a number of chemotherapeutic drugs, elevated levels of glutathione in tumor cells are able to protect cancerous cells in bone marrow, breast, colon, larynx, and lung cancers. So, the pathology is that the excess glutamate at synapses, which may be released in conditions such as traumatic brain injury, can prevent the uptake of cysteine, a necessary building block of glutathione, without the protection from oxidative injury afforded by glutathione. So the cells may be damaged or killed if you don't have enough glutathione. So, and then they've got methods of determining it, and so forth. And the content in glutathione of must determines the browning effect during the production of white wine by trapping the tartaric acid quinones generated by enzymatic oxidation as grape reduction product. So it's used, so it determines good wine, or whether you have a good white wine or not. It has an effect on the browning effect. So, all of this, all of that means is that, for instance, people that are drinking too much alcohol, this protects them from alcohol, the damages of alcohol. The damages that may be caused to the brain are reduced in in so many instances with glutathione. So it makes and the brain is nerve tissue. So what this is doing is improving nerve tissue, especially in the brain. So I took some of that. And now let's take some L-lysine, because the L-lysine, well, the L-lysine, that is one that fights against viruses like herpes and so forth. And if there is a herpes virus, the L-lysine would stop it from breaking out all the time. If you started to have a breakout, if there was a viral infection like herpes, then you take, instead of 1,000 every day to avoid it, you take 3,000 to stop it. So that's why L-lysine, and that is L-lysine, L-lysine, okay? And all of these things can be, you can get from betterhealthherbs.com, betterhealthherbs.com. If you don't see it on the internet, or you don't find it, then you got to call them up at the 541-791-8400 and say, okay, I couldn't find it. What's the stock number and how much is the cost? And you'll find that this stuff is rather inexpensive. But that's the L-lysine. And finally, the last one that I'm taking here, and I'm glad I got to the end, I haven't had anything to eat all day except this. This is, I started out with all the nutrients we talked about earlier, and this is, about 4 of these joint solutions, because my joints were giving me problem after the car wreck in 2008. After I was in a car wreck where someone rear-ended my car and it totaled both cars. And my car was a big SUV, and the car that hit that big SUV in the rear, well, that was a small car. But it totaled the SUV and another car too. Praise the Lord, the Most High, no one was harmed. No one was harmed. Well, hey, I was harmed. Ripped out all the muscles, crushed it, but no one was killed. Okay? I don't know what happened to that guy. All I know is it ripped every muscle from the base of my skull down into my arms and down into my back. It just shredded them. And so I'm taking all these joint and dietary and anti-arthritic type things, and it's working. And I'm putting some salves in there, like the muscle mustard salve and the comfrey salve. And I use about one or two drops of DMSO. And I rub all that in, good to go. Now, last one. And that's this joint solution product. I don't know if that's in there. It's not going to give me a stock number, and that's going to change. All of these things are going to be corrected in the new, on the new website. But at the moment, if I go back to Herbal Remedy, if I go back to, there we are, on the Better Health Herbs site, I'm back again. I'm going to type in one last one to see if we can find it. It's called Joint Health. Joint, Joint solution. Joint solution. Let's see if that comes up. No, I didn't. Maybe if I make it not one long word, 2 words, joint solution, that'll help. Let's see if that works. Did it help? Here's the glucosamine and chondroitin. And there's that. And the MSM is another good one for cellular, and it's a powder. And MSM is another good one. But we'll get back to losing track of where we are. Nope, I don't see it. It's not there. You're going to have to ask for it if you want something for your joints. That's what I'm taking. But so there it is, and it doesn't come up. So it's okay. But I did see something here that is pretty cool that you should know about, and that is for every cell in your body, you want to find out about something called MSM. And there it is. No, that's the salve. Where is MSM? Okay, let's go find MSM here. MSM. Just plain MSM. There's even a let's see, MSM. Now, it's not going to bring up the MSM powder, is it? There, toothpaste, ultra pure. It did. Whew. Okay, MSM, ultra pure. What it is, it's number 4815. Number 4815, what that does is it helps rejuvenate joints and all body cells, and it lessens the pain and stiffness of arthritis, and it boosts your energy levels. And how it works is it takes the cell. What is MSM? MSM is a byproduct of wood. Okay? It's a byproduct when they're making lumber. And this is a white powder. Just a little bit bitter. You just take a teaspoon about 6 times a day, and your hair will be lustrous. Your fingernails will be hard, and your skin will get younger and younger looking and better, because what it's doing, what the MSM is doing is it takes the cell and it keeps the cell young. That's called permeable. And a young permeable cell, instead of drying up and become aged and then withering and dying, which is what cells do, and then people wither up and they die just like, because they're all cells. Well, now MSM stops all that, because MSM keeps the cell young and flexible and permeable, so that the cell can let all the toxins out and let all the nutrients in better than ever before. It protects the cell, so the cell stays young. So that's one thing that they give to racehorses, so that they can run the racehorses longer and harder without any bruises. It helps bruising, so they don't get bruised so easily and so forth. So MSM is this incredible powder, and you take about 6 teaspoons a day. You don't take it all at one time. I know some of you would like to, me too, but all throughout the day. It's called periodic dosing, and that's what works. So there it is. That's MSM. And that is one thing that would be wonderful when there's MS, multiple sclerosis, which is what we're talking about here. So we're really talking about a lot of different products as we're talking about multiple sclerosis and detoxifying, and this is how to do it. So now we're going to go from here over onto the website, which is our church website, where we can talk about anything we want to, because this is where the products are at betterhealthherbs.com. Now we're going to go over to Herbal Health Review. herbalhealthreview.com. That's my website. website, our church website, Herbal, H-E-R-B-A-L, Health is H-E-A-L-T-H, Review is R-E-V-I-E-W, Herbal Health Review. First thing here is a 3-day detox. So this gets you started in detoxifying, and it gives you this almond milk smoothie with flaxseed oil, and it gives you the correct numbers. And if you click on any of these numbers at Herbal Health Review, caller, are you over on Herbal Health Review again?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and the first thing you see there, take some almond milk. Well, almond milk isn't almonds and milk. It's almonds and water. You could put a sweetener, you could put raisins in there if you want to. You could put anything in there to change the flavor if you don't want just the flavor of almonds. You could have some vanilla. That's what all the people do that sell it on the grocery store shelves. You can see regular almond milk and vanilla almond milk. Well, you can make it yourself at home. Put some almonds in the blender with some water and vanilla or cinnamon or anything else you want in there. And then you're going to add a teaspoon or tablespoon of flaxseed oil. Okay, we're going to click on that. Guess what it does? It takes you over to the number 2243 flaxseed oil. Ta-da! And I'm there. And that works. So everything works on the Herbal Health Review site. Everything's going to work on the Better Health Herbs website, the website that was started after I lost my website of 18 years of teaching and putting all this together. The FDA chased me until I had to close it because I couldn't go any further. I'm under a court order not to own that website and not to own a manufacturing company. So I can't do any of those things. So I don't. I don't own that website, and I don't own that manufacturing company, and I don't get any money from it. So now we're talking about flaxseed oil, high lignin oil, and that's number 2243. And it tells you it's for aging, for PMS, reduced water retention, reduced stress, ease of many skin conditions, building blood and heart muscle. They can't say any of those things. I don't know why they are. This is a certified organic cold expeller pressed flaxseed oil. It's heart healthy, lignin concentrate, and it's nitrogen flushed, induction sealed, and it has a 13-month shelf life at room temperatures prior to opening, and then you keep it in the refrigerator. And according to the manufacturer, flax has been used for thousands of years for food, clothing, and linen, but only recently have studies uncovered the nutritional benefits of flax. Flax, with high levels of omega-3 fatty acids and lignans and fiber, and flax provides nutritional benefits that are important to overall health. So flax oil is nature's most potent source of omega-3 EFAs. And the studies show that omega-3 EFAs, essential fatty acids, support cardiovascular health and joint flexibility. Oh, that felt good. I needed to do that. Okay. When you sit here so long, you know it. That's it. So I'm going back now. I'm going to go back, switch the back button, and get out of that. And now here I'm back on the herbalhealthreview.com. So there it is, links to all the products. And it tells you this recipe, where you're getting the flaxseed oil and the 1 cup of raspberries and 1 banana and a 1/4 cup of spinach and 2 teaspoons of lemon and 1 cup of ice and 2 tablespoons of the Super Green Foods number 4845. That Super Green Foods is incredible, number 4845, and 1 tablespoon of acidophilus. And I wouldn't take it at that time. I would take that acidophilus alone on an empty stomach before you got all this nutrition going. Okay? Okay, I would take that separately. And we'll get them to change that on our website. Good recipe, but so and then it tells you to take that number CAC 1078. Oh, and take a gland rejuvenator too, because if that number 7017, that rejuvenates all the glands and gets the glands going. People with hypothyroid, hyperthyroid, low glands, high glands, it balances out, feeds nutritionally all the plant material, herbal materials that the body needs to get the glands going again. And then there's that Intramax multiple vitamin that we talked about, number 2302. It's there, but you have to ask for it because it's a doctor's recommended only, and they can't sell it to you unless you ask for it. So you have to ask for it either on the internet or you have to ask for it in person over the telephone, and they will let you make sure that you get your Intramax, which is the state-of-the-art multiple vitamin that we talked about earlier. Now, then there's the omega-3 supplement that I take every day, number 2241. It's there. These are all the nutrients you're taking as a detox for the first 3 days. If you take them longer, it'll only work better. And by the way, every day for about 6 months, if you take 24 drops, at least half a teaspoon, maybe a whole teaspoon of milk thistle seed, number 3588, it will renew the liver cells, and you'll have brand new liver cells in 60 days. All of them will be new liver cells within 60 days. Within 30 days, you'll have 60% new cell generation of new liver cells in 60 days. In 120 days, 6 months, you'll have a whole new liver with number 3588. So there we go. So now we're really making this liver, which is the powerhouse and it's doing all this work and everything in the digestive tract and sorting things out and sending them in. Now this liver is working up to the potential of a very young, very healthy liver, which is totally cool. So now, in this thing, we're going to take some ginkgo leaf, number 3407. And the reason we're going to take the ginkgo leaf in this detox is because the ginkgo leaf that's going to increase brain activity. It's going to increase circulation to the brain. Ginkgo leaf, number 3407. Now, we're also going to take at least 24 drops of the heavy metal detox, number 1228, and we're detoxing big time now, but it's all being absorbed through the fiber number 4837 special fiber. 4837 special fiber is absorbing any toxins, and so are the heavy metal detox herbs, absorbing heavy metals and toxins and taking them out of your body. The Daily Health Tea, which is a tea that I normally drink every day while I take my amino acids, so I'm behind the curve on that one, but I'll take it later. I'll have a cup of herbal tea, usually with my amino acids. And my cup of herbal tea has about 200 different herbs in it, everything you can imagine, every herb you can imagine that would be perfect for me, it's in that tea, because I have a big gallon jug. It has a spigot in the bottle, a spigot in the bottom of the bottle of the 1 gallon wide mouth jar, and I have that, and I pour all these herbs tinctures in there for arthritis and rheumatism and the heart and everything else, and that I would targeted to me, circulation and so forth. It's all in this herbal tincture. I give it a splash right in that Daily Health Tea that we just mentioned, number 4170. It goes right into a big cup of that tea. First I'm putting a splash of all those tinctures into that cup, then I'm pouring the hot tea over the top, and that's my cup of tea. And that is a powerful cup of tea. Then we talked about the branched chain amino acids and all the other amino acids and vitamin C and stuff that I take. And the heavy metal detox and the tea. And then let's get some number 3436 green tea extract. And we're going to have about 12 to 24 drops. More is better on this one. 12 drops minimum of number 3436 green tea extract. These are things you can snack on later. You know, we told you about the first part of this detox. Then we talked about taking all the supplements, and now we're talking about having a snack with daily health tea and the green tea extract number 3436. And you might as well have a slice of lemon there. Yes, and xylitol number 4885. And you can hold that when you take that xylitol, a teaspoon of that, because the xylitol is a powder. It's as sweet as sugar, only there's no sugar. It's for diabetics. And xylitol comes from corn cobs. And xylitol is the perfect sweetener, and it's slightly it works on the bowel, okay? So it's slightly laxative. Xylitol. And we're going to take about 2 teaspoons of this extremely sweet, you can take it separately, or you can stir it up into your daily health tea, and whoa, it will be sweet without sugar, okay? And you can add, how about now, let's go for some super energy, super power. We're going to use 12 to 24 drops of the Truman's Power Ginseng number 6, which is number 1195. All of this stuff is on the website. It's all there. Just go there, and this report, everything I'm talking about, it's all there already. You go to herbalhealthreview.com, click on any of these things. It takes you right to the website so that you can order them, and they can't tell you anything about it, but we're telling you about it right here. Now, last thing, if it isn't sweet enough, then you can take a tablespoon of raw honey, or these kinds of things you can use separately or in with something else or whatever, but these are things that you should be snacking on: the daily health tea, the green tea extract, maybe a slice of lemon, or maybe a couple of teaspoons of xylitol number 4885. You might want to put a few drops, 12 drops, whatever it is. Start with 12 drops of the Power Ginseng number 1195, and the tablespoon of raw honey. You know how I'd take that? I would put that in a dish, and I would put some stevia with that. I use the green stevia, which is a little bit bitter. Well, you're putting it in the raw honey. It's not bitter anymore. Now, you know what I do? I get some bee pollen for energy and stamina and endurance. And if you've never taken bee pollen, you probably want to take just 1 or 2 granules of bee pollen and into a glass of water and take a sip. Make sure you have no allergies. It's bee pollen. But if you have allergies, just 1 or 2 drops, 1 or 2 granules in a glass of water, taking a sip will break many allergies. Okay, so that's pollen, bee pollen. But I take those bee pollen granules, once you know that you're no problem, you're not allergic to the bee pollen, and you can increase the dosage and get the power from it. Then you're taking that, like a teaspoon of bee pollen, bam, you're putting that with the honey. And what else do we have there? And shaving in some baker's chocolate, which is about $3 or $4 for half a pound in the grocery store. Baker's chocolate, go get that from the grocery store. They've been doing it since 1736 or something, and it's pure chocolate. So don't go buy buy this chocolate stuff off the shelf. Go get this pure, inexpensive baker's chocolate in the grocery store, and then get a very sharp knife and you shave off as much chocolate as you want into your raw honey, and all of a sudden you've got this most delicious, for people who are craving something, I mean, I'm going to have something sweet, you know, bam, you take this. This is a powerhouse of energy. Don't do it late at night. Don't do it late at night. But that's what you do for a treat. Those are some snack ideas. Okay, so what about lunch when you're on your 3-day cleansing fast? Well, then we use a smoothie, a lunch smoothie, or a drink. You know, you can take, if you want to drink it, you can take out the ice. But we take about like 4 stalks of organic celery, 1 cucumber, 1 cup of kale leaves, about a half of a green apple, about a half of a lime, and whoop, I went too far. And about 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 cup of that almond milk that you made over there with water and almonds, and so 1 cup of that almond milk, with just almonds and water, and whirl it up in the blender, and 1 cup of fresh pineapple with all the enzymes and everything, bromelain and everything for the digestion, and a cup of ice, and 2 tablespoons of Truman's Super Green Food. Bam, bam, that Super Green Food's powerhouse of detoxification and nutrition, number 48, 45. Then for the person with a sweet tooth, a couple of tablespoons of raw honey. And if you really got more of a sweet tooth, 2 tablespoons of xylitol, number 40, 48, 85. That's a smoothie. That's a smoothie recipe, just one of them. And you can change it around and add some other, other organic greens that you can get, carrot tops, beet tops, spinach, whatever you want to put in there, you can put it in there. So whatever you have, so you don't have to do just this recipe. You can get creative. And a dinner smoothie, that was a lunch smoothie. Well, dinner smoothie would be like a half a cup of mango, organic mango, and a half a cup of organic blueberries. I had the frozen ones. And half a cup of coconut water, and 1 tablespoon of lemon, a cup of kale, a 1/4 cup of avocado, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Woo! That's going to wake things up. And this is dinner. And 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil. Bam! You take that. And then about 1 hour before bed, you're having another cup of that daily health tea to give you enough rehydration, and a wonderful tea that tastes good. Let's make sure that we got the right one. I'm going to click on the link, see if it's the daily health tea spice. Yes, my favorite. It's number 4170. It's got pau de arco bark, stevia leaf, cinnamon spice, raspberry spice, orange spice, ginger root spice. That's a nice tea. I like to sip on that tea. It's a good tea. And it's antifungal, antimicrobial, antiviral. It's a blood purifier. And in South America, they use it against cancer and against the pain of cancer. But in America, you're not supposed to know that, and you're not supposed to use it for that. So, according to the government. Okay. Okay, that's daily health tea. It's the right one. I'm going back now. So I'm back now looking at this, and going to go 1 hour before bed. We're having a cup of that tea, and now we're taking about 12 drops of California poppy. Woo! Sedative, natural sedative, not habit forming, no opiates in it, but it is California poppy, number 3176. So you take about 12 drops of that, and you can put it in the tea or right under your tongue for maximum absorption. If you put it in the tea, be sure to hold it in your mouth a little bit and let it absorb so that you get 250 times more absorption when you give it time, like about a minute, to really absorb into the tissues. You just get 250 times more by holding it in your mouth. Any liquid. 12 drops of sleep formula, number 1387. If you have any trouble going to sleep, this is what you do. Boy, you take that 3176 poppy, number 1387 sleep formula, another slice of lemon, more xylitol, because these people like sweet stuff. This is a recipe for people who like sweet. If you don't like all that sweet, leave out the xylitol. You know, or reduce it. And there's something called sweet sleep formula, number 2601. The xylitol is number 4885. So we're going to look at the sweet sleep formula 2601. And it is a formula that has hops, flowers, lemon balm. It's a capsule. It's a vegetarian capsule. And it has hops, flowers, lemon balm leaf, chamomile flower, passion flower, and oops, where are you? And 5-HTP, about 25 mgs of that. Oh, it's got some griffonia, simplifolia, there we go, say it right. Oops, I did it. Just knocked over my water. See, you're never supposed to have water here. But let's see if I've got something I can deal that with. I don't. Oh, I do. I'm ready. Boy, it's nice when you're ready. See, I'm ready for making a mess, and I so did. And now I've got to get more water later. But we're almost done here. So because we're going to take a break from all of this. And I'm going to get this water where it doesn't run anywhere. It's a full glass of water. Full glass of Kangen water is what it was. Wow, it is absorbing my... Anyway, okay. We're not going to let anything slow us down, stop us. Things slow you down. Nothing's going to stop us. Okay, anyway, it's got some 5-HTP in it, and this is why we're using this sleep formula. It's got all the right ingredients to help you to sleep better. So all of the things that we just talked about right here. This is an hour before bed. If you need something to reduce the amount of pain, then that's the California Poppy number 3176. The sleep formula 1387. The xylitol number 4885. But the sweet sleep formula number 2601. All of these things are going to help. You know what else is going to help if you want to sleep and have a great sleep? It's melatonin. About 3 to 6 milligrams of melatonin. That's 1 or 2 capsules of melatonin. And that's going to help you to sleep. So that's all on the website, herbalhealthreview.com. You just go there, and that recipe and all that information is there, and a whole lot more information, detailed information about weight loss. Matter of fact, one of the new ones that has gotten popular, it's not new, but it's new to a lot of people, is Garcinia Cambogia, which helps to burn fat quicker and more efficiently. So that's one of the things that's a new information that is up on the Herbal Health Review. So much information. Before that it was skin disorders and acne and so forth. So that's a great website to know about, herbalhealthreview.com. We need to take a break from all of this because I've got other commitment and I'm already late. But caller, did you find some of this information helpful?
Yes, I did. I've been writing things down and taking a lot of notes. So I definitely intend to practice the 3-day detox as well as order some of these medications as well from the website.
I understand. Well, that's great. Then we've been helpful, and that is what we wanted to do is start on a good path to working with the body, especially when we want a heavy metal detoxification, which most of us can use, and if there's multiple sclerosis, those are all some of the things this is where we're going to start. There's much more to the story because multiple sclerosis is supposedly an incurable disease, but God doesn't have that limitation. The Most High does not have that limitation. So that's why we are coming to the Most High in prayer and receiving a healing and being directed by the Holy Spirit for the glory and for the victory of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of Yeshua, to Ahaya, Hallelujah, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. We got an amen there. Okay, so we're going to get back another time and go for because I did send you some information earlier about MS. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you see all the information with Dr. Ray Shahalian, the nutrients that his research uncovered? Did you see that?
Not yet. I haven't fully read through everything.
Okay, be sure and click on that because that's going to be the next thing, and you'll already have a heads up. That one of the first emails that I gave you, that I sent to you, which most of those links don't even work anymore. They will eventually all work. All of that valuable information, 52 years of research that the government said I had that you couldn't have, and I couldn't tell you. So all of that is going to be coming back to the herbalhealthreview.com, but that's where we are for today. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. Bye for now and shalom.